3 games in all competitions this season, unbeaten in the Champions League, but this was the point at which the European road diverged last season. Porto victims in a proper Valentine's Day massacre by Liverpool, while Roma found something remarkable in the knockout stages against Shakhtar. The team news: not good for Roma. Robin Olsen, the successor here to Alisson, not fit to start. Antonio Morante playing only his 2nd ever Champions League game in goal. Rick Karsdorp also ruled out. Florenzi's at right back. Patrick Schick is another absentee, and it may mean a more advanced role tonight for Nicolo Zaniolo, one of Italy's brightest young prospects. Porto have the know-how. Iker Casillas, a 3-time winner with Real Madrid, now reunited with Pepe, who signed in January. Hector Herrera rescued a point at the weekend in injury time, but that apart, the goals have been drying up. No Jesus Corona suspended tonight, and a huge call from Sergio Conceição as he gives a debut to Fernando, having signed only from Santa Clara in January, and they're a long way down the pecking order in Portugal.
They can beat anyone.
Kolarov, Casillas, flicked at it a little bit. Cristante was onto it. Pellegrini, well, that's a half hit really, no more than that.
Roma's good play, he's been down their left-hand side. Alexander Kolarov, he's got to the byline 2 or 3 times in the first 2 or 3 times. He's went hard and low near post, just mixed that one up. Casillas didn't get too much height and distance on his clearance. And they get a little bit fortunate the away side because the strike is not a good one.
And that's tentative, given away by Fazio. Otavio drives into the box for Porto. And it's an easy save in the end. Comfortable for Morante. The build-up play was good, but again, the lack of punch disappointing from Porto's perspective.
Yeah, the trouble for Roma is they haven't got too much pace on the counter. No Cengiz Under tonight. Fazio gives a sloppy ball away. It's not the greatest of hits.
Looking for Manolas. Oh. Shades of last season against Barcelona, perhaps.
Well, they should score, Roma. Terrific ball into the 18-yard box. It's a glorious chance for Manolas. He judges the flight of the cross really well. Just doesn't get the contact. Should have at least hit the target.
Real let-off for Porto. Dzeko this time. Not much better than Manolas's previously.
Maybe slightly harder this one, just trying to judge the flight of the ball. And Dzeko probably just jumped a yard early, just couldn't quite keep it down under pressure from Pepe.
Got back on level terms with Liverpool at the death.
Yeah, they got battered at Anfield, didn't they?
Fazio's done well. Edin Dzeko, great first touch by Dzeko. Second wasn't bad, and the post keeps Porto on.
That was a big chance for Roma. And Edin Dzeko, lovely take, coming back onto his strong right foot. I wonder if he could go far post, probably trying to give Casillas the eyes and whipping it to his left-hand side. Nice little dink ball from Fazio. And this is where normally Edin Dzeko is in business.
He thought he was in business. He thought Roma were in business. Few can match him, you're quite right, Don. And unforgettable nights in this competition here last season. Zaniolo. Oh, well, that's a bit more lively. Cristante had the hit, and it's a sharp stop this time by Casillas. Fired in by Florenzi 2nd time, and over the top by Pellegrini.
Better, though, from Cristante. That's the positions he normally picks up. That's why he's been brought into this Roma side, to break off the lines and get forward. Great take on the outside of his left foot, getting it back onto his right and hits the target really well. Just took it on the back foot there. Hypercritical, he goes too central. He should try and find a corner. Well, that was better play from Roma.
That wasn't missing by much. Danilo Pereira had the header. A near thing for Sergio Conceição and Porto.
Big chance because Pereira thinks he scored. It's very difficult once you've gone past the near post to try and hit the target, but he looks as though from that angle he's just going to creep in at the far post. It's a very, very good effort, this. Not easy skill. Morante was in trouble, so was Florenzi. Both panic off, hold a midfield player, that insurance, and try and get an attacker on. I think that's the way forward.
Here's Pellegrini. Has a pop from distance.
Worth a hit from Pellegrini, not an easy one. Must have been at least 30 yards out. just on the angle. Didn't really trouble Casillas.
So bad at times recently that if they were going to sack him, they'd have sacked him.
I think Porto are there to be beat.
Half a chance now, and it's straight at Casillas from the edge of the box by Pellegrini, and it was well struck this time, and Casillas was equal to it.
Well, that was a brilliant strike from Lorenzo Pellegrini. This is not an easy one to hit. Cristante with a nice little bit of skill gets to the byline. He drills one back towards Pellegrini on his left foot. The connection is brilliant. Casillas is lucky, it's sort of right at him, a little bit more in that right-hand corner or left, and he probably scores from the edge of the box there, Pellegrini. It's a really good hit.
Cristante wriggled free and got the cross. El Shaarawy looking for Edin Dzeko on the half-turn. Zaniolo, yes! The teenage sensation does it for Roma on the biggest night of the season, no less.
Brilliant strike. Don't underestimate the work from Edin Dzeko. He gets a nudge in the back inside the 18-yard box, but he's physically very, very strong just to pick the pass to Zaniolo. And a wonderful strike from the 19-year-old.
You can knock this team down, and Lord knows they've been knocking them down in Italy this season, but they have this wonderful knack of picking themselves up, and Roma are doing it again in the Champions League.
Superstar in the making, this kid. Keep an eye on number 9, Edin Dzeko. He gets a nudge in the back from Pepe, which knocks him off balance, but great work from the Bosnian, just finding Zaniolo. And once he shifts it onto that right foot, he's just looking for half a yard to swivel and hit the target. Casillas is in trouble. He takes it on the back foot. And a very, very good finish. I think he gets a little bit of fortune with his touch. It's not a clean first touch, but the second one is brilliant.
It feels like last season all over again for Di Francesco and Roma supporters everywhere. But there's still a long way to go. Them all through February. Dzeko has it for Roma. Zaniolo outside him. Dzeko goes alone. Zaniolo's going to finish it. Roma lead 2-0. And Zaniolo's on a hat-trick. Try making this up.
You can't write the script, can you? The youngster at 19 is sitting on a brace, looking to a hat-trick where the game was actually going nowhere for an hour. He's been involved, Edin Dzeko, for both goals. Lovely assist for the first one. He'll get an assist for the second one as well. He wrapped it off the post. And that was a very good finish from Zaniolo. He had a lot of time to see it come off the post, the youngster. And his eyes would have lit up. Dzeko had the easy ball to his right-hand side, but he went for goal, hit the base of the post. He's onside, Zaniolo. And on that left foot, very, very good finish, a calm finish. Excellent strike from Edin Dzeko. And the youngster's calm in front of goal. And this could be a huge result for Roma.
Better than Di Francesco could possibly have forecast. We need to keep it tight tonight, he said. But he entrusted De Rossi with still underlining here. They tell the story.
Yeah, the Olympico's rocking now,
Here come Porto. It's a miscue. Flag stayed down and it's tucked in. And Porto are back in it. Roma wanted the offside, but it didn't come. The changes have worked. Adrian Lopez.
Oh, well, that goal
and that has stilled the crowd, except for these 4,000-odd Porto fans.
Well, everyone switches off. It's a long ball from back to front. And Manolas and Fazio are nowhere near. They get so fortunate with a strike that allows Adrian to be onside. It's a very, very good finish past Morante, but they get fortunate with the assist, but the finish was good enough.
They're checking it.
He was a mile on. He was onside, Adrian.
Referee Macchielli just confirming to everybody that's what is going on here. Thumbs up, on we... Actually, Kolarov did well to get it out as far as Herrera, who hits it!
Oh. Looked like for all the world when it come off his right foot. That was going to just bend into the top right-hand corner. It's a brilliant effort. Goalkeeper was beaten, scrambling away to his left-hand side. Can't be far away. Oh, that is close. That is a very good hit from distance from Hector Herrera.
You picked him out pre-game for this ability he has.